Welcome. Hello, lovelies. How are we today? Yes, we're about to go there. Let's just all have some fun, take a little journey. We're going there. So, are you ready for today? I'm going to move this over here just a little bit because I got a lot going on. Got my sage here. And I'm going to bring Deb's hat just over here. I'm going to put her over to the side right here so that I can have fun. Now, this doesn't mean anything. This is only if you want to. It depends on what's going on. But I'm going to just leave my little donation area here. If you want to leave a donation for today, because I like cupcakes. People that know me, you know I like my cupcakes. So you can do a cupcake donation. Okay. Um, I go to a bakery to get my cupcakes. I don't go to Safeway. I upgraded. So here is my Venmo, and it's gonna be, and I have my own personal picture there, and just for reasons, because I thought it was kind of weird today that I welcome to Be So Light. I am Felicia as well as Niana as well as Priestess Makala. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I went to my Instagram to go just put a post up and say Happy Halloween, um, and couldn't get into my account. They had to send me a code to verify my account. Then I had to put the code in. Then they said, well, the code's not working. I'm just like, hey, dum dum, you're the one that sent me the code. So why is it not working? So then they had to send me another code. So I get another code. Then I had to change my password. I've had this password forever. Okay. Then I had to change it. So I tried to reuse it in a different style and they wouldn't accept it. So I had to come up with something a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more daring. So that's what I did. So, anyway, with that being said, let's have some fun. So, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all the wonderful comments that I've been receiving. I received a wonderful comment from Jamaica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has a veil thing on the back of it, pulling a little bit of Fleetwood Mac here. Um, so I found that video I did yesterday, and let me tell you something. That was a total off the cuff. Someone had gotten in contact. One of my clients had talked to me about something, and I really just wanted to make a video, something that she could dive into, but it was also a really good video for others who are going through the same thing or might be going through the same thing, not know it. Or they do know it, but they don't know how to really get out of it. So let's talk about some protection thing. Now, first of all, I'm all about wearing nice protective jewelry. This is a labby wrapped in copper. And this, I love anything that's labradorite. I just love labbies. Labbies are so good to wear. I have the labby ring here. I have my copper. Love my copper. Copper. So this is the part where I want you to really think about when you're shielding yourself. There's so many different ways to shield yourself from outside, how do I put this? Non-divine beings. You know, I'm all about that because we're the Be So Light tribe. We're all about shining our light and we're all about being true in our light. And the dark ones can't handle it when you're shining your light too bright. They get upset with you and try to get rid of you because you're shining too bright. Too effing bad for you. Shouldn't be so damn dark. So if you can't handle the light, I would highly, highly suggest get off the planet then. Because we're about to raise this planet up a little bit higher and higher. So, with that being said, we're just going to jump into some shielding work. Now, you can shield with colors. I like to use purples and blues. Purples and blues are really good to just visualize yourself being in purples and blues and commanding it in and putting yourself in that. Now, let me tell you something. You have to command things in because that's standing in your God power. You are that power. You are that energy. That's what you come from. This is what they don't want you to really kind of, I don't know. They don't want you to figure that part out. That you are goddess, that you are the God force, that you are the creator force. They don't want you to really join with that. So if you were to start doing that for yourself and really putting yourself in that energy, you would start saying, oh, whoa, I manifested that. Whoa, I can shield myself from that. Whoa, I can, create different shields of light around myself. Rainbow shields of light is a good one to work with. I like to work with the rainbow light, just kind of having iridescence of rainbow all around me, because then that kind of really starts deflecting. The mirror shield works great, where you put a mirror and you visualize yourself in a glass, but it has a mirror reflection where it pushes out. So anything that's coming to you, negativity, just doesn't get in your space. Now, some of you might be saying, but I'm not really good at visualizing all that. Then this is where you go into a crystal. Now, I am very particular about what kind of crystal I'm going to use to shield with. Now, you're either going to shield with, I don't know, how about a Herkimer diamond? How about a diamond? Diamond, shine so bright. Diamond, shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I don't know. Is that what she was singing about? Shine bright like a diamond. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, anyway, how about if you pick Herkimer diamond? Maybe you might want to put yourself into a wonderful, thank you. You might want to put yourself into a beautiful Herkimer diamond or a Lemurian, or of course, thank you so much for the love. I love it. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. I am such the original of me. Follow what I'm saying. Follow what I'm saying. You have to be your original because nobody else can be you. Okay. An original is the original divine blueprint of that person. I'm an original divine blueprint. Yeah. So when you know you're that, I'm going to tell you something. If you find out that there's some other copy of me walking around and asking you for money and stuff, that's not me. I don't do that. I'll put this here and tell you what it's for. Or you can go to my webpage, galacticspirallight.com. Hey, darling. Welcome to Be So Light. I'm all about helping people to claim their light and to be that. And that's why I do my spiral light. That's why I'm on this planet. I'm 57 years old. I've earned my time here. And I don't play games. So you might catch me today pulling a little something, what I do out the air. But let me tell you, isn't it just all about the fun today? Now, we're not going to get in spooky, scary land. We're not doing all that because that comes around later at night time. But I might start slipping into one of my latest ancestors. It's already coming through where I just start talking to you like this and just throw down a couple cards here and there. But don't go asking me now about your relationships and all that because you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. Your relationships are all about lessons that you got to learn. That person you with is teaching you about yourself or what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate. So it would be kind of unfair to be trying to do reads on relationships because sometimes it depends on what timeline you're on, darlings. We got timelines on top of timelines all over the place. So, therefore, what timeline are you creating? What timeline are you living on? What timeline are you pulling in? Now. I like to be up in the sixth and seventh and eighth and ninth and 10th and 11th and 12th dimensional realm because I can, because that's what I do. So can you. Don't get limited and bogged down. Please don't get limited on three. You better hit the button fast. Go up past that. But you want to stay happy. You want to stay in that flow. All right. So find out what your protection is. And let me tell you something. Don't you leave your home without being shielded up. Don't you leave your home without being shielded up. Because you want to make sure you take care of your temple, honey. You only got one temple. So you best be taking care of it really good because you got to rock it fast and furious. And I'm not talking about just cars. Mm. So think about your crystals. Think about your oils. Now, like I told you yesterday, now I'm going to just spill the beans here. Some of you might just be a twitching and a fitching over this, but that patchouli oil and a little bit of ooh, yeah, that works real good. As shielding. Now you don't have to go get crazy. Don't like bathe yourself in it and then you just a walking amarissa of energy just coming down anywhere and everybody said, whoa, they start tripping out and going down memory lane back into the time of Woodstock and back into the time of 1970 and then they're just like all down in there. No. You don't want to do that. You just want to protect that back of the neck, protect over that heart and your solar plexus. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about the tummy. Protect that tummy. Now, women, don't go tearing yourself down because you didn't got a little bit fluffy in the past 3 years. There's a reason why. That sun out there is carrying a lot of codes. Yeah. And because it's radiating all that light out there, you gotta have a little something bumping. Okay, you gotta have a little buffer for your organs because it makes life a lot easier for you. So love your curves. Those are shieldings for you right now. Love that. And you best be drinking your water. Keep that water going so that you can stay hydrated. Yeah, you want to keep that going. Don't be drying out with the wind now. Being dust in the wind. You don't need that. No. So, you got crystals you can use. Now. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, but I wear my crystals. Are they on? No. If you're part of the Be So Light tribe here, you know for a fact that I taught you how to turn those crystals on. Just because you got crystals don't mean that they own all the way. You got to invite the conversion of you and the crystal together to marry and say, yes, be one with me like I want to be one with you. Otherwise, you just kind of, I don't know, just wearing it and it's just kind of there. So, hold on. I got a crystal for you. I got crystals all over the place. I dare something to try to come up in here. It will be a time, let's get ready to rumble. And I will be the one standing in very nice shoes, kicking your butt all over the place, universe. Because that's what I like to do too. Lower vibrational energy beings that are not divine. You are divine. They are not. They struggle with it. Anyway, here's a crystal. So, you see this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. See how this crystal's coming out of it? Look at this. Now, I want you to think about this. If you're going to have this as a charger for your space, or say you have a smaller one and you want to utilize that for yourself, you got to turn it on first, darling. So, 1, 2, 3. You're going to use your sending finger. That's that right side of the body. And you're going to circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push up. Turns your crystal on. Okay. So when your crystal's on, you'll feel the difference. You'll feel it vibrating differently. You'll feel the essence. Okay. When your crystals are always breaking and getting lost, honey, that's because it's done. That means you came in contact with something that got in your space. Oh, honey, let me tell you a story. Are you ready for a story? You ready? Because I'm going to tell you a story. I was standing next to this boss. And this boss had a particular energy going on. Wasn't in a good space. Was very negative. And I remember this day so clear. I was wearing my favorite, a nice black obsidian. Had nice copper laid on top of it, nice jewels around the top. I fancied that really lovely. And I came up and stood right next to this person. Next thing I know, this person was rattling off all this, being a negative little monster. I kid you not. My necklace took a hit. And when it did, it broke. And I felt it when it got the hit because it just slid down gently, everlasting into my bra. That's right, went down into the cave of lovely. And I'm just like, shit done broke my necklace. So I just excused myself and went into the ladies' room. And I just took a cup and caught my pieces of my beads and jewel pieces and everything in the cup. And I took it and I said, well, I guess you're done. When they're done with you, honor them, tell them thank you, because this is a living being. Don't get it twisted in the wind that it's just a stone, it's just a crystal. This is all living beings from Mother Earth, darling. You're wearing liquid light. You're wearing liquid parts of plasma of Mother Earth. Yes, some plasmas are thousands and thousands and thousands. And, oh my God, thousands and thousands. Even millions. Hold on a second. I'm going to let you just hold on. I got another one. I told you this is going to be a day we're going to have fun. So I hope you have some coffee, tea. I hope you have something to drink because I'm about to show you. Now, I've talked about the orthoceresis. These are millions and millions of years old. Okay. But they can get in there. I remember one time, I'll tell you a secret about this. I had a little one and I stuck it down into my medicine bag and I went into a lodge because I wore my medicine bag because you just don't know when you go up in sweat lodges, you don't know who's releasing what's coming off of them, and you don't know where people are coming from. Some of them might just, I don't know, just gotten out of, I don't know, detention, just got free, but they ain't gonna let you know that. And then they come and they sit in the lodge. Now, hear me when I say this. This goes for all of you lovely ones that work in the places where they have those iron bars for people who have done some things that were not in balance, who might have got caught up in something at a bad timeline. All right. No judgment, but still. And if they took a life, they're going to be paying that price. Okay. So if you're in there and you're working, you definitely want to wear something shielding because all that energy, there's a reason why they have iron bars on prisons, darlings, because those iron bars help to keep that energy in there. Can you imagine if it was, can you imagine, for instance, if all the bars were like crystal? That would just be amplifying all that energy all over the place. Oh my gosh. They would just be pulsating all their negativity, all their upsetness, all their we'd be like, oh, what is that? But if you were working in a place like that, I don't know, maybe a nurse, maybe maybe a guard, you got something, you got a shield. So, like I was saying, I was in the lodge with a small one on, had it in there, didn't tell nobody that I had anything on me because I shield myself. We have certain medicines we like to wear on our personal being when you are releasing, when you're going in the lodge and you're getting rid of stuff, okay? So, this is an orthoceras. I had that in there, and I kid you not. The chief that was pouring the water, he's like this, and I'm sitting like I think I was sitting in the west. I'm sitting in west. I like to sit in west. I wonder why I like to sit in west. West represents water for me also in the beginnings. But I was sitting in the west. So I'm sitting in the west, and I'm just sitting there doing my thing, and I hear this. Somebody's in here wearing something very old and ancient. Very ancient. It's so ancient, I can't quite figure it out. And in my mind, my first thought was, why are you all up in my business trying to figure out what I'm wearing and you figuring out it's ancient? Of course, this ain't as ancient. It's over, God, I want to say over 100 million something years old. This is old. And when you're getting rid of stuff, let me tell you something. If you've been around somebody that's been ugly buggy, mm, they got the something somethings on them. This is a good one to use to just kind of get rid of that stuff and say, nope, nope, I'm not taking that. Getting rid of that. This is a good one. Along with smudging, along with if you have your blessed wings to use. Yes, a good one to use. Okay. So, oils, your crystals, visualizing yourself in a crystal, learning how to turn your crystals on. So now I know what's going to happen. Those of you that didn't watch my videos beforehand, all of you are going to be running around in your space going, "Can I turn my crystal on? Is it on? I'm going to turn it on." Turn my crystal on. Now, I'm not saying all your crystals are just sitting there, but you want to bump them up to their level of their potential. A lot of times, your crystals just want to say, "Hey, can you give me a little, let me know you love me? Let me know that you're connecting with me today." So come on in, press that like button because you are Be So Light. So, one of the things I wanted to share with you on that shielding yourself once you figure that out. Now, you can also use plants. You can use some sage, wrap it in a nice piece of red cloth and stick it down into your medicine bag. Or for women, you can stick it down into the bra. Now, let me tell you something. I'm just going to share something. Back in the day, when Deb and I used to work in the nursing field, my buddy Deb, we're going to honor her. She's on the other side. She's an ancestor now. So, oh, hello, Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's going to come on in here. Well, she might be upset because she can't hop up here on the bed. So, I would always get myself ready. I would wear purple nursing jacket. I wear my purple scrubs because that's shielding, as well as dark blue and that beautiful kind of like cobalt blue. Those pretty blue colors are very shielding. White is good, but I got tired of wearing the white because, you just never know what your night's going to be like when you're working with your patients. Somebody might be allergic to something that they take and might decide to redecorate your uniform. I don't know. Just saying, things happen. So, anyway, I wear the big, pretty purples and all that wonderful stuff. And by the way, if you're in here, you might want to get yourself a glass of water and have it on hand just in case. Because I don't know, I might just bring in a little spiral light to just help you move through some things so that you can take your light codes in a lot easier so you can get rid of stuff that might be blocking. Just saying, it might just show up out of nowhere. But it's always good to have that glass of water because I just might go over to my handy basket over there and reach in and get one of those beautiful crystal water elixirs and just shoot that right over to you so you can just have that download and be so light of yourself. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, wearing sage, wearing yarrow. Tell you about yarrow. Get a little bit of that yarrow, put it in some water, make a spritzer. Yarrow strengthens your auric field. Did you know that? Yes, what do? Yeah, more people need to have some of that yarrow. Depends on what you're doing. You got kind of like crazy, cray people in your work situation, or you might be working on people. You might be taking care of people. You want your auric field strong, and yarrow helps you do that. Real easy to make. Just put some yarrow, dry herbs into a spritzer bottle. Make sure that bottle sprays well. Let it sit for a little bit, taking a little sun energy, taking a little moon energy, taking a little love energy from you, pray it up, and then give it a purpose while you're using it and mist yourself with it. And that really helps to keep your auric field strong. Just a little something, something I've learned along the ways being on this planet for 57 years. Anyway, sorry, I digress. I had a little bit of a flashback. 57 years. God, I'm only 3 years away from the 6-0. I better make this good. So, that's something you definitely want to do is finding those sprays. Now, you can go online and find different kind of sprays to use. Something that really feels good to you. Okay? Make sure it feels good to you. If it doesn't feel good to you, you touch something and it drops, that's not yours. If your stones or crystals all of a sudden just disappear or crack or break, they're done. Give them to the water, put them into the earth, give them back to Mother Earth and say thank you. And then watch how fast a new one comes to you. Okay, because that one took the hit for you. It sacrificed itself. All right. So just know that. So I'm going to pull. What is everybody looking for? Are you looking for something to help with your divineness, to kind of keep you centered, to kind of keep you in your flow of your purpose of what you need to be doing? That would be the divine blueprint activation. Let me grab it. Don't disappear on me, lovelies, because I'm bringing it. And this is going to be one of those times when I bring something, you're going to want to catch it. All right. I'm going to do that. Make sure you have a glass of water. Make sure you have a good one. And I'm going to zap it a little bit more with some Herkimer Diamond and a little bit of labradorite. Give you some magic too. All right. So make sure you have water and make sure you test it and taste the water first. Now, when I do spiral light treatments on clients, I always have them know what frequency I'm going to put them into. And then I tell them taste the water first. Then I set their frequency in their body and in the water, done online from afar, and then give it to them. All right. So if you got your water ready, let's get to it, shall we? All right, take your water, taste it. I need everyone to taste your glass of water right now. Taste it. Hi, darling. Hi, darling. Lisa! Lisa's in the house. Hi, darling. Hi, darling. Drink your water, taste it. Okay, here comes your first part. Now, I need you to take your glass of water and put it up to the camera like this, just like that. And just hold it there. Hold it. Take in a nice deep breath. Breathe in. Exhale out. No, Lord, I'm going to bring in beautiful codes of lights of 777, trillion light per millisecond. Hello, that's where I like to go. And 888 trillion light per millisecond. And hold it. Okay, keep it there. Don't take it down yet. Gonna push in some more beautiful left and Herkimer. Divine source light. All right, there you go. Taste it. Taste your water. Please do let me know that you like it. Can you taste the difference? Probably tastes smooth, tastes lighter. And you want that water to kind of bring itself down into the center of you, and it'll just start moving through you. Now, I know some of you are going through a lot of things, but depending on the timeline, depending on what the karmic contract is and what the soul contract is. I know some of you don't want to hear this, but you have to remember all of this is in play right now. Everything that you're experiencing, everything that's happening is all about that contract that you signed up for. Is it teaching you about boundaries? Is it teaching you about love? Is it teaching you about forgiveness? Is it teaching you about how to be strong within yourself, how to stop giving your power away? Is it teaching you about that? Is there karmic lines in the family that need to be healed? And that needs to be taken care of. A lot of us are carrying karmic things from our mother and fathers, from our grandmothers and grandfathers in our bloodline, which is causing you to have a little bit of a hiccup in life. And what happens, the way you know that it's something out of the ordinary, is because it just shows up out of nowhere and everything starts to kind of go haywire. Only during a certain time of the year you can trace it. Like if you always find yourself having something going on, maybe it's always during the beginning part of winter, what happened in your timelines around that time? If it's not with you, what happened to your mother and father that caused that so much disharmony in their life? Okay. And things that have not been forgiven need to be forgiven. And I know some things are hard to forgive, especially when you lose a child, when there's a death, when there's a murder. I know that. But let's talk about just forgiving the energy of that. Just the energy. It's not necessarily the person, but forgive the energy of the act so that you can move forward. Okay? That's what you want to do, so you can move forward. So, just by forgiving that, you allow yourself to move forward. Get my cards ready. What I'm going to do with the cards, I'm just going to go down the line because I don't want to be like caught in the energy of all of it. I just want to flow. I like to flow because when I flow, things just keep moving. So, whatever the message is, it's a timeline energy of right now. Okay. This is not going to try to see down in the future. This is not going to try to give you an outcome look of this and this. Depends on what spirit is going to say. Okay. So, is everybody enjoying your water? Yes, have that water on that. So enjoy your water. That's going to be like your soul like cocktail today. You got a little lift up in your ba 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 boom. So now I'm going to step you into the timelines of the readings. Now don't get it twisted. Sometimes you might not want to hear this message. But if you don't want to hear the message, this will be your time to just, I don't know, might want to leave the premises right here. But those of you that stay are those brave, brave souls. And I like that because you know who you are. You have to stay in your light 100%, no matter what. Because everything is a test right now. What can bring you down? What can keep your energy down for the feeding off of the dark ones? The dark ones like to feed off of your light if you can get down and down and down and down and stay down there. Don't stay down there. Okay. All right. I'm just going to start with unexplanatory 11111. Now, you know about those ones, right? Something tells me you know what those ones are all about. You know, those ones are signals, they're codes for letting you know that that doorway is open. Anytime when you see those ones, that means that doorway is open. That means you'll be able to get through those doorways. Different timelines, different places to be. You don't want to be caught in repeating patterns and times over and over and over. Like you've been here before. Like, oh wow, that's happening. Wow, I feel like I've been through this before. Yeah, you don't want to be. What's that movie called? Well, there's actually two movies, Jumper, and then that movie with Bruce Willis called Looper. Now that movie was a trip. If you've ever seen that, I do believe that was on Pluto or Tubi, maybe Peacock. I'm not sure. One of those places. Okay, here comes your read, and with that, I'm gonna put a frequency card on top of it. And I'm going to give you a light language connection. Y'all should see my bed. My bed's a hot mess right now. I've got cards all over the place. Oh, wow. Oh, and I'll give you a Halloween card too. All right. This is going to be heaven. What is the message, creator? This is for you. One card. How's it going to show up on Earth? The Earth realm. These cards are slowing down. What's going on? And what is the number energy? And what is the frequency? This is just my fun way of doing a giveaway today. But teaching you how to stay in your light and take care of yourself and keeping yourself right. What's the light language codes? This tells me something really extra special about you. And Halloween. All right. Here we go. First card. Patience and planning. You got a number 7. Okay, patience and planning. There's something going on. You're planning. Whether it be business wise, whether it be moving, you're making plans, but you got to be patient. Okay, you got that 7. Spirit's working with you in that. Got to be patient. It's going to be divine timeline. Here's your second one. How does it show up here on the earth plane? It shows up as a number 3, share the love. So this shows you that there's going to take a little bit of assistance there. You see the people standing here? People come in love, energy to help be supportive, offering their part of love to get you there. It'll show up in a mysterious way. And the ones that you think that you would not have any support from are the ones that just show up out of nowhere and help you. Whatever you're creating, you are the creator. Don't forget that. What did I just tell everyone? What did I just say? What did I just give a lesson in? Here it is. Forgiveness, number 9 to 6. The forgiveness is so that you can move on. The forgiveness is the energy release for you. It's not always have anything to do to help that other person to move on, but it's for you so you can move on. Because sometimes when we hold on to things, that just slows your frequency down. What's the frequency for you? So that you can become magnetismized. Talos, crystal avatar. I like this one. Magnetism. This is pretty. I want you to take a look at this. Pull that into yourself. Breathe in deeply. Hold it. Hold the breath. Exhale it out. Now this is activating you. Now, what's going to activate it even more? Remember what I said? You have to do this. And I got this lesson myself this week. Lyra awareness. Here's the signature. I need you to just take a look at it, breathe it in, hold the breath, exhale out, and then it'll activate. You need to just surrender. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Exhale it out. There you go. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. Okay. And now your Halloween card of the day is the underworld. Look at this. They have where all things pause and begin again. Yes, this is all about you. Starting new, but you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Okay? Be patient. That pomegranate. Now, this is that underworld. So pay attention to your dreams because this is the time the ancestors will come in and talk really deeply. This is the time you might be taken through different timelines to go review something. This is your time to say, you know what, I'm just not feeling this anymore. I got the lesson on this. You can say that. You can command that. And everybody here, when you're done learning a lesson and you don't want to repeat it again, and you got it, say to your divine team, make sure they're all benevolent light, divine people. They've already healed themselves. They're already in those higher realms. That's what you want to work with. You don't want to work with someone that still got wounds and they're still kind of wreaking havoc in your timeline because they're still holding on to their stuff. You don't want that. You want benevolent light straight across the board. Okay. So this is what you want. The underworld. This is that pomegranate. So be patient. Know that it's going to come with that divine guidance of love. Have that forgiveness. Surrender. Magnetism. You might need to take a trip to a mountain. Get yourself in there. And the underworld. There you go. And anytime when we have skulls, in case you don't know this, everyone, if you are fascinated with skulls, that simply means you came back here to work on ancestral bloodline stuff, things that have happened into the bloodline. Okay. You're here to end it. You're here to clear it. You are here to heal it. You are here to move it out so it doesn't exist anymore. You're here to do that. So if you got skulls hanging around, you got tattoos of skulls on you, are you fascinated with pictures of skull? This and Taino is associated with Makatari. We're coming into Makatari season. Okay? Makatari. Makatari is all about helping others to cross over to the other side. Okay? But it's also when we pay attention to our ancestral line, is being able to go in there and heal that. That means it's going to stop with you. No matter what it is, it stops with you. You're going to heal it. You're going to release it. You're going to get rid of it. Anything from hexes to curses to old bloodline rivalries that have been going on forever. That's what you're going to be getting rid of. You're going to be working on that. All right? Ashe, ashe. All right. So be good to yourself. Drink your waters. Okay. The next one is going to be Lisa. I'm going to do your cards. Now, I need you to just breathe. I know you've been through a lot, and I'm not going to bring your business up here, but I just need you to breathe and remember what I just said about bloodlines and things that are happening. And the lessons. Just stepping into that space, I'm just like, yes, absolutely. You are correct about that. You are correct. Very much so. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that they're walking with that. They don't realize it. And this is the part that's kind of hard because there comes times when you keep seeing certain things show up in your life, certain kind of energies. And you keep trying to figure out why that keep showing up, why that keep showing up. Because there's a part of you that has code and the power to heal it and to get rid of it. You just don't know it yet. So a lot of people are walking with this and they see it and it keeps coming into their space. and they have the code to that. And I'm going to share something. Remember when the towers went down? Remember 9/11? Everybody was getting like all these different dreams and stuff. It was almost like 2, 3 days, maybe a week before it happened. Everyone was getting the imprint energy that was circulating. And I got the energy like a day before. I had this really weird dream. I saw two pillars of light, and I still remember this dream. Two pillars of fire standing side by side, just blazing. Then I saw this darker, like being person sitting, and it was just sitting there, and his eyes weren't eyes, it was just sitting there. And I remember I was standing there in front of it, and I was looking and said, "This is devastation. This is not good." And then this being said, "Oh, but you don't know your power to stop anything. You don't know who you are." And I remember, "I know who I am." I screamed at it. And I reached back and I grabbed the ball of light and I threw it at this thing. And the thing went like this. You got to get up early in the morning for that. It's already been done. I woke up. I was in a sweat. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? And then, boom, the next day, this happened. That happened. And I was like, oh my God. So, and even when I talk about it, I get goosebumps because I still remember that dream. So, let me step into Lisa's space. All right, Lisa. Lisa's from the UK. Okay, this is the heaven realm. What is the message for you? And thank you, everybody that are coming in here. I just wanted to show up today and do a giveaway and just have some fun with all of you, and just be in the present moment. Try to kind of shift the energy. How's it going to show up on Earth? What's the message here on the Earth plane? Hold on, I'm going to shuffle because if it's meant to be, it'll come up again. I've seen cards do that. And I used two sets of cards from the same person. Okay. Your bridge. Your frequency. The light language. And Lisa, I'm going to bring in a little bit of the mothers from the Celtic lands there. That courses through my blood also. So I'm going to give you the wild woman rising. Let's see what they have to say to you. And I like the back of the cards. And what is your Halloween message? All right, all right, all right. Let's step into it, shall we? First card. Third eye. 6. Intuitive. Being connected. Being right there. Seeing things. Being connected. How does it show up for you here? Wow. Being grounded into the base. That base root. That one. Getting grounded. You can't manifest anything. This goes for everybody. If you're all over the place. If you're caught up in the energy and you're down in it, you can't manifest an outcome. You can't pull from your divine light power to create the change that you want. This is why you have to have your benevolent light team You need to figure out who's on your team. Everyone. If they're not right and the energy is not right, fire them. Say, I'm sorry, you are no longer a part of my team. I only work with the benevolent light team. That's it. Okay. Dragons are the most benevolent beings to work with. They're right up there with your angels. But some of your angels you got to watch out for, because what realms are they working on? Okay, you got to know. Don't fall for the Kool-Aid. All right. So your dragons hang out in those higher realms. They hang out there. They are very benevolent to themselves. They're very much so will come and help move things out of the way. Okay. And if you are part of the dragon lineage, they know who you are and they will show up in your life always clearing the way. I know what that's like. So they will show up. I have 5 dragons. Find out where your dragons are. Self love. Self love. Bring in that self love. Don't beat yourself up because of the outcome. Bring in the self love. You have to take care of yourself so that you can have energy, because it's about perceptivity. The psychic healing shield. This is beautiful. I love this. This is a beautiful shield. Breathe this in. You have to be in that divine energy to create the outcome that you want. Just divine energy. Here is your light language. This is going to be for your Friday. You are from that lineage of that energy of Ceres. You have that. There's also Lyran and Andromedan with you. Okay. So getting in contact with your star family and really working with that energy is going to help you make that shift. You have to bring your light up to get the outcome that you're seeking. Okay. There's going to be some strong medicine that's got to come in, but you're going to have to work with that. Bring it in. Okay. The wild woman says, oh, this is so pretty. I like this. It's a number 9. You got a number 9. So this is bringing that energy to an end. Whatever energy you're running, you got to end it. Okay. Practice flexibility. Also practicing patience. Okay. You got to remember, we have a lot of timelines that are interfering with us to try to anchor in. And this is why it's so important first thing in the morning. You need to be anchored in to your intention, setting your purpose of the day. Do not just get up and just roll over and start looking at your cell phone. You take care of you first. Ground and center in. Call in your divine team. Get it set up so that you can maneuver through this world. Half real and half not. All right. What did I just tell you? I told you you have to get in contact with your star family. Can't make this shit up, people. Skull of the stars. Says infinite possibilities. There you go. Infinite possibilities. What do? This is all about ancestry and bloodline stuff. What needs to be cleaned up? Sometimes just getting into a place and really focusing and just clearing and just saying, okay, I'm going to surrender. I'm not going to keep pushing my energy that. I'm going to have everything divinely aligned and commanding it in, allowing that energy to come in and help you, allowing and giving yourself permission to allow it to happen. Not trying to force it, not trying to, you don't have to do anything. You're a woman. Women are sacred. We are natural creators. And when you speak with your divine heck of your voice, when you speak with your divine heart, when you speak from there, you create from there. You cannot create from depression. You cannot create from anxiety. You cannot create from being pissed off. You cannot create from fear. You cannot create from those energies because what's going to happen is just going to give you more of that. This is the name of the game now. Can you truly master yourself? Can you truly be the strength of your light? This is the name of it now. You can't come from any lower vibration to get it created the way you want. It's not going to work. You can't keep because what you're doing, thank you. You're matching that energy. You're matching that outcome energy of what is going on. So you can't keep doing that. You this is why, thank you. This is why it's so important for everyone to understand. Why is everyone talking about raising your frequency, raising your frequency? Because the lower energy beings that work from the third dimension and that fourth and that fifth, especially 3 and 4, can't come where you're going. So if you're constantly working on your stuff, working through it, shifting your frequency up, not getting hooked and anchored into that lower energy, and it's a challenge. We're all being tested right now because let me tell you, there's times I just want to be a Miss John Wick. Why is this taking so long? Let's just get rid of the problem. But I can't go do that because I have to play my part. I have to hold and anchor the light. But that doesn't mean I'm not thinking I'm feeling like a John I'm feeling like it's Mrs. Wick time, you know? Yes, that's our shadow side. But hold steady, anchor in, and really understand your thoughts create your realities. You can't keep matching because the universe will keep giving it to you. It's the same thing back in the day how I started when I was teaching all about when you say something you got to have your set intention. The frequency has to match that. You can't thank you. The universe knows when you're just pretending and you're not soul-hearted inside yourself to own it. A lot of us have to keep getting into practice of owning our light of ourselves and stepping into it and not being afraid anymore. Get rid of that fear. Stop bringing it to your table and feeding it caviar. Stop inviting it there. It has no place in your home. This is your temple. This is your home. All right? So I know it's hard, but keep working with it. I just gave you some water frequency. If you have a little bit of that water still left, add some more water to it. It just recharges it. And work, all of you. You can do this. Give yourself permission to work in those higher realms. You're only limited if you think you are. I'm not limited. I like to go have fun in those realms. But I do remember people telling me, you need to stay grounded. You need to really stop going up in those higher realms. Why? What are you scared of? Literally, I had people telling me, you can't be going up there all the time. You have to stay. Why? What do? Why? I do it on purpose just because I want to. Because it helps me to keep shifting out of old beliefs of limitations. And that's what we're doing more than ever right now, is shifting out of it. And this hurts. People that you used to hang out with aren't going to be able to go with you no more. Relationships are coming undone. I can't tell you how many times I'm watching people go through it. Been there. No, I know. Yeah, hurts. Okay. All right, Lisa. Take that, create, and run with it. Who else is still in the house? Who else am I giving some good love information to? Take it and leave it. You don't have to walk with it. Where's my thing? Like getting lost here. I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I am getting hungry. But I'm having a good time with all of you. Thank you so much. I love Halloween, and I'll tell you why I like it. I like the mystery of it. I like the how all of us can actually two things can happen. You can dress up, or you can actually just show up as yourself like you always show up every single day. And people just think you're dressing up. I say, oh, this is myself every day. I just sometimes don't always wear my hat. I have another beautiful hat in the background. This is the witchy one. Yeah. And this is the one I'll put on for tonight to have some fun and be that. Yeah. Big hat. Okay, so all right. Tap into the goddess. Yes, yes. Let me tell you how I struggled with that. I come from the Catholic background, growing up back in the day. God, I had some shifting to do. And I would get in trouble every time in the church if I mention anything about having dreams and visions that come true. That was automatic. In the corner, getting doused with holy water. The devil's trying to talk to me. And then if I got in trouble because I asked, why isn't there any women up here delivering the word? Why is it always the men? Got in trouble. Yeah, didn't. And my parents made the mistake and put me in Catholic school. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. I was all about 2, 3 weeks in. I was like, I need to get out because I'm not into this ruler hitting my hand crap. I'm not into that. I don't want to do that. I don't like it. Doesn't feel good. Then all of a sudden, when you go through near death experiences and you've had cancer twice in life and you healed yourself from it, and you've had some very deep spiritual things happen to you, you shift out of it. And then you awaken. And then you start to see everything what you thought isn't what you thought it was. And then when you have beautiful ancient goddesses come to you in the middle of the night, talking to you, it just blows your mind. Because then that just opens up the doorway of everything. So, yes, I am 100% goddess divine connection here. I totally believe in that 100%. That's how I walk. Walk with the ancient ones. Because we are the ones that are going to re-erect that energy and bring it forward because it has to come forward now. All right, I just mixed up the cards and now I'm going to go in for you there. Okay, who just fell? I'm going to take that one because it fell out. That's the heaven one. Hear how it shows up on earth. 0. Okay. I miss my friend Deb. You know, this is the time when I would have a really good time with that. But I'm having good fun with all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And frequency. Halloween. And I feel like I have to draw from this one, Divination of the Ancients. Hey, darling. Yeah, I have her hat sitting here next to me. That's what we did. And this is my first Halloween without her. Okay. Hurrah. This is yours. Prosperity begins. Number 1. You got that 1 right there? Prosperity begins. This is the heaven realms message, because I do it as above, so below. Heaven realm message. Prosperity begins. Now, I want everyone to think of something. When you say those words, financial freedom, be careful with that. Look at how you're saying it. Financial freedom. Do you mean you don't want to make any money? You don't want to have any finances? Freedom? Or do you want to have new wealth and currency flowing? I allow new wealth and currency to flow divinely into my space. Divine currency is always flowing in my space. Wealth comes to me easily in my space. Okay. How it shows up? Oh, speaking in the form. You got the throat chakra. Speak your truth. Hold true to that. Speak it. You know what? You have that gift. You know you shock your own self when you speak things in the form. All right? You know what I'm talking about. You saying it, when it happens, you be like, "Mm, mm, mm." Don't just say, oh, yeah, grab it, anchor into that. Have some compassion for yourself. Have that compassion. Have that compassion also for others who might be trying to figure themselves out. They're not where you are right now. They don't know how to get there yet. But if they hang out with you light wise, they get activated. Did you know that's the number one rule with all of us? When your light is activated, you help others to get activated. Okay. Oh, you got the same one. Forgiveness. Forgive it. Forgive it so that you anchor that light in for yourself. Forgive it. The divination aura observation. Keep that aura strong. Keep your aura strong. The frequency. Inspiration. Cassiopeia, inspiration. Number 3. Now, I like this because that 3 energy gives you that trinity manifestation, what you're bringing in. And this is a good card to breathe in. Breathe that in. Exhale that out. And then the Halloween card, external love. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death. Be in that love. Ancestral love of anyone. Love. Share the love. So, with this being said, Life Path 1, give. Yes! Yes! Now, I need you to also pay attention, and this is for everyone here, okay? Pay attention. Pay attention to if you move into a new home or your new apartment, new street number, pay attention to that number, okay? Because those numbers, even if you're putting stuff in storage, pay attention to the storage number because that can hang you up. You don't want to be in houses with a lot of 6 in them. Listen to the word sick. 6 sounds like sick. I used to never believe in that until I studied feng shui, and it something happened to me where I really became really intuitive with it, and I was able to really see it for what it is. But I did understand this one philosophy that I was taught is the number 6 sounds like sick. The number 4 always brings in like a it's under Chinese philosophy of they think they see that as death energy because it sounds like death, that 4. So in Chinese philosophy, that 4 number. So I know for a fact that the 6, the 4, and a 5, if that house number starts off with a 5, you always gonna have changes going on. Always something gonna be going on. 6 always means there's some kind of illness always happening. Fall, sick, 6, that's it. And if you add up all the numbers and they come to a 6, that's letting you know it can be home and family, but the frequency is going to be pulling kind of like this low, always not feeling good energy. Same with a 4. Okay. And I literally living in an apartment complex watched these numbers play out. I watched how a couple that lived in apartment number 6, how they kept getting sick all the time. Finally, husband just died, and then the wife just died. I was like, they asked me if I wanted that I'm not. No, I'm happy in number 7 because 7 is all about spirit. But 7, living in a house or home of an energy of a 7 means you're always in spiritual. You're always going, and it can kind of be a little lonely because you're not working on relationships or nothing. It's always spiritual work, showing up, spiritual, working on myself, spiritual. 8 is always about abundance, prosperity, what you're creating, but it can work you to death too. You can work so much with that number. 9, if you live in a place with a 9 energy, you're always getting projects, getting done, getting done, getting done. Gotta be done, 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 done. Bringing things to an end. It can also bring a relationship to an end. If it's a karmic marriage, which means you two just showed up to finish business because something didn't get resolved in past life. So you're coming in this one, and what's going to end it is that number 9 that you're living in. It's going to put an end to it. Okay. Your 3s are all about manifesting what you're manifesting, the Trinity. You're bringing in the beautiful Trinity, creating. Your 1 is always about new beginnings, always creating new. And your 2 is always about the balance in relationships. So, feng shui wise, all of that info when you're dealing with that, you want to make sure when you come into your home and you're trying to move and trying to do things. I finally, oh my gosh, talk about moving storage. I had to move from my old storage, closing that portal because that was an old energy and I needed to move it closer. But one of the things one of my clients gave to me was this. This is Tiger Eye. Tiger Eye for new businesses. You want to bump up your prosperity corner of your home or your bedroom or whatever you're in. You can set it up. Like when you walk through the door, the furthest corner off to the left is your prosperity corner. The furthest corner off to your right is your relationship corner. If you got a lot of broken stuff and crazy stuff going on in that right corner, you got relationship stuff always interfering, coming and going, you might want to take a look at that. If you got crazy stuff going on in your wealth corner, you don't have a flow and things are broken, or you got a lot of blockage there, you got books and stuff blocking there, da 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 da, you might want to take a look at that. But this was such a beautiful gift, and I came across it finally after I was had a chance to go through my boxes and say, no, I don't want this, I don't want that. And then I found it and I was like, there it is. So I cleansed it, reset the intentions. This is Tiger Eye. This is hand carved quartz. This is the beautiful feng shui corn, the corn of wealth, This is that coin, and then it has the gold pull downs on it, tassels. So you would take it and hang it in the corner. Now, you can also balance your wealth. I'm giving you guys a lot of good tidbits. You can take an eight, get ready because next year is all about the 8 year. We're going to be living the 7 year because we're doing all of our spirit stuff and we're going to anchor into an eight energy. So you can write an eight on a piece of, I like to use purple. Write that eight on there. Oh, let me plug in, you guys. Hold on. It's telling me. I didn't realize I was on so long. Hopefully I save it. Okay, Mac just said, "You're gonna go to sleep soon." I'm like, really? Here, there. Hopefully it'll keep. But you can write this eight on a piece of paper, like purple or green, set your intentions, and put it in your wallet. Okay. So you got an eight that you wrote, put a circle around it. Anytime when you put a circle around something, you activate that energy of it. Okay. Rather it be a symbol, rather it be a number, you activate the energy of it. Circle is 360 degrees. It activates it. If you put a triangle around something, that brings the energy pivot right there. It's going to just make it sharp, sharp, sharp. Okay. It brings in concentrated energy. Working with pyramid is always that concentrated energy. I like working with pyramids. I like to use it for healing, put people in it, program it. I like to move energy from one place to another, anywhere in the world. I like to do that. It's fun. Master thyself. Okay. So you can use those eight and then take care of your feng shui corner. Take care of your prosperity corner, your relationship corner. Okay. Learn what those are. Look them up on the feng shui chart and learn and set your feng shui in path. Okay. Activate that because you want to get ready for next year because we're moving into an eight. You got those two zeros. You got a zero above, zero below. It's reset above and below, balance. But then you have, when you turn it this way, the infinite, infinity, creating. Okay, come on now. I'm just activating you a little bit more to trust yourself. You got it all within you, lovelies. Don't let nobody talk you out of your life. Don't let nobody talk you out of your dreams. If you know what you're supposed to be doing, then do that. Follow through with that. All right. Who am I pulling cards for next? Hero, are you good? Are you good? Maybe she had to leave. I'm not sure. I know that was a lot of info. Okay. Okay. Oh, honey, thank you. Much love to you. I'm so glad you stopped in. Much love to you. I'm so glad you stopped in. I'm so happy all of you stopped in and spent some time with me. It really lifted up my heart to come on today because I didn't want to get, sad and down because of my friend and everything. It's been this is the 6th month now, because it happened in April 23rd. And, I was just kind of thinking about it last night. And I kind of told her, I said, how am I going to get through this? When I was going through all my stuff last week with the move and I was losing my stuff, I heard her. I heard her when I was crying when my armoire broke. Oh my God. Lost my shit, you guys. And I just heard her so clearly. Flee, flee, breathe, flee, flee. I know. Don't cry, flee, don't cry. You just gotta let it go, honey. Let it go. I just felt that. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy all of you are just kind of hanging out with me because I was dreading it. I have it in a special place where her broom and her prayer stick. I just couldn't let them take that and destroy it because she's a priestess. So just to have her things here and set up a candle and just honoring her, you know, I just really wanted to not be, you know, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So thank you. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Okay, who am I giving some love to next? Who am I doing? Whoops, wait. Who am I doing? What do I do? Is it going to be Jaguar? She's here with me today because she knew I was going to be going through it. She's here because we plan things out. We be having our fun. We wear our hats, take pictures, load up on everything. Okay, Jaguar, I'm gonna do you right now. I'm gonna start. Let me get you set up. Okay, now just keep in mind I'm just gonna shuffle and do it as above, so below. I'm gonna start with the heaven realm right here. Not 3 times. Have you guys seen that movie? Hold on. Have you seen that movie Spell? And have you seen the movie called The Reading? Let's see, Maya. Let's see what's good for you. I heard you. Okay. Earth. That shows up in Earth. Here is your number. Okay, and your light language. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to take it because it just jumped out at me. Okay, your frequency. Cards love to do that. When you got a message to give, it's just craziness. Okay. And I'm going to give you, before I do your Halloween one, I'm going to do another one. The ancient divination of the ancients. Oh, and you know what? I was told I have to give you a plant medicine card, an herbal card. Pay attention when you see things light up. Everyone, pay attention to that. When you see a strange glow in the corner or something, might be something you need to pick up. Might be something you need to do. Might be something you need to purchase. When the item starts glowing, that means they set it there for you. They got it there for you. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Material and spiritual prosperity on number 6. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is a heaven realm. So, what are you looking at for material and spiritual prosperity? What needs to be worked on? What needs to be kind of looked at? How do you use this energy of the lunar eclipse and that solar eclipse that we had. Those energies last for a good 6 months because it brings in change. Okay. Not to mention the full moon was in Taurus. But hey, watch out. Here we go. You just had this 6 here. All right. So now you got an 11. Detach. Detach from the outcome. Detach from how you think it's supposed to look. Because sometimes we get in our own way and we always think we know how it's going to look. But here's the thing, our ancestors and creator already knows the big plan, already knows how it's going to be. Because sometimes what happens to us, we limit ourselves when we block ourselves off. They see the big picture. All right. Here's your number. Oh, yes. Own it. You need to step into it. Own it. You got the 7, 7. Yes, the double sevens. You got to step into it. That's good. Neutrality, series, initiation. This is the light language for that, the light codes. The divination of the ancient ones, shooting stars. You just needed confirmation. Yeah. Your frequency is expansion. Frequency 4 is going to be 741. It's the number 12. This is an enlightenment healing code. So bringing in some enlightenment healing codes to you, taking a deep breath, breathe it in, hold the breath, exhale it out. And feel that surge going through you. Just concentrate on that. Look directly into the center. And you'll take in the whole code for your body. Okay. The Halloween card is invisibility, being very authentic, being seen when you need to be seen, and not being seen. And the plant medicine is ginkgo biloba. It helps with circulation as well as the mind, but it also creates flow. And it is the number 21. So you have 21, you have a 12, you have the 6, then you have the 11 and the 77. So this is all about be patient, allow yourself to get the messages, but step into yourself. Don't talk yourself out of yourself. Step into yourself and don't give away all your what you're doing because not everybody is for you to do what you want to do. All right. You understand what I'm saying? You get the point. Yeah. Sometimes this is what happens to a lot of us that do our work. We share our information with the wrong people because we think they're for us, and they're off in the side either thinking how one, steal it from you, two, how to bring you down so you don't do it and talk you out of it. All right? Just saying. Keep it, keep it, keep it quiet. Master this. Okay, to be invisible. And that's for all of us to learn how to master that, to be invisible. Okay, any questions? Everybody's good? Did I get it? Did I get to everybody? Before I go and start to eat. And I don't know about all of you, but have you been craving like chips? You know that's mermaid energy, right? And it's also part of crystalline because you need some of that salt to help with the crystalline process of your body. And it also helps you keep yourself hydrated. Okay? Does that make sense? Is everybody good? Did I get to everybody? Ashe, ashe, ashe. Is everyone good? So, if I got to everyone and you're good, I'm wishing each and every one of you, Rebecca, you know I do your stuff separate. I put that in the signal group. I want you to be good to yourselves, love yourselves. Let's see what I got going on. Yes, okay, there we go. And take care of yourselves. Please remember, we are in spiritual warfare. And the whole goal is to throw you off track and distract you so you will not see what you're really made of. I want you to remember this one thing. They are scared of us because they know what we are. We just simply have forgotten. It's time to be so light. It's time to rise. So when when you're going through something, purge, cry it out, get through it, but know that it brings you one step closer to what you're really here to do. And if you're stepping into yourself, own it. Don't let someone come along and knock you off track and take your time away. You are important. You are divine. You are loved. You are deserving. You just have to give it to yourself and allow it to come to you and give yourself permission to have it. Because that's really what, I don't know, divine magic really is about. If when you know you deserve it and you know you have it, because you can't get it any other way through fear, doubt, limitation, and beliefs. Those are old third dimensional ways to be. Okay. So, everyone, thank you so much for being here. And as my friend and I would say, one priestess to another. Have a great day, love.